So this is the lesson, second lesson from First Flight book, and the name of the lesson is Nelson Mandela Long Walk to Freedom by Nelson Mandela. Now, Long Walk to Freedom was autobiography written by Nelson Mandela itself, and he was the first elected president of South Africa. Alright, and he was the person who worked a lot to free the black people, to remove the discrimination between the blacks and the white in South Africa. There was apartheid that was practiced there, a political system that was practiced, a way the society lived. There was a system that was practiced where people were discriminated on the basis of the race, on the basis of their skin color. Have you heard of Nelson Mandela? Mandela and his African National Congress spent a lifetime fighting against apartheid. Mandela had to spend 30 years in prison. Finally, democratic elections were held in South Africa in 1994, and Mandela became the first black president of a new nation. In this extract from his autobiography, Long Walk to Freedom, Mandela, he speaks about a historic occasion, the inauguration. Now let's see what it is. See, Mandela becomes South Africa's first black president. Nelson Mandela has become South Africa's first black president after more than 3 centuries of white rule. Now, what do you mean by white rule? The rule by the European powers. Okay? Mr. Mandela's African National Congress Party won 252 of the 400 seats in the first democratic elections of South Africa's history. The inauguration ceremony took place in the Union Buildings Amphitheatre in Pretoria today, attended by politicians and dignitaries from more than 140 countries around the world. Never, never again will this beautiful land experience the oppression of one by another, said Nelson Mandela in his address. Now, this is an extract, like a news extract, where the news is given that Nelson Mandela, he won the elections and he is going to attend the oath ceremony where 140 dignitaries from 140 countries are going to be present for the oath ceremony. Okay? Where? In the Union Building Amphitheatre in Pretoria. Now, this is the Union Building here in Pretoria. Here it was. Here it was. The oath ceremony took place. If you can see the amphitheatre, here the ceremony took place. And what did he say? That never again in South Africa will people be discriminated, or will discrimination be allowed on the basis of race. Jubilant scenes on the streets of Pretoria followed the ceremony with blacks, whites and coloreds celebrating together. More than 1 lakh South African men, women and children of all races sang and danced with joy. Jubilant means joyful environment, joyful scene over there. Everyone was happy because the suppression done to these people, to these colored people, was really difficult to handle. Now it was the end of their sorrow and suppression. Let's start the lesson now. 10th May dawned bright and clear. For the past few days, I had been pleasantly besieged by dignitaries and world leaders who were coming to pay their respect before the inauguration. The inauguration would be the largest gathering ever of international leaders on South African soil. Now here he starts. Here he starts by telling us who Nelson Mandela. He says the day 10th May was a beautiful bright day, and I was busy with so many political leaders around the world and other political leaders. For the past few days, I had been pleasantly, means happily, besieged by dignitaries. Besieged here, it means surrounded by dignitaries. Dignitaries means respected people, people who have high official rank, and world leaders who were coming to pay their respect before the inauguration, right? Before the ceremony. Alright? The inauguration would be the largest gathering. So what he means to say here is that this would be the biggest gathering. Many people will come together, and this will be the first time where people of different race, whether white people, whether the blacks, the colored people, they will come together and happily attend a ceremony. Okay? Okay? Alright? A start of a ceremony. So what is inauguration? A ceremony which will begin the oath ceremony, the opening of the oath ceremony. The ceremonies took place in the lovely sandstone amphitheater formed by the Union buildings in Pretoria. I showed you the picture, isn't it? So the ceremony was supposed to take place there. Okay? For decades, this had been the seat of white supremacy, and now it was the site of a rainbow gathering of different colors and nations for the installation of South Africa's first democratic non-racial government. Now look at the paragraph. For decades, for years and years, the place, Pretoria, this building, this place was controlled by the white supremacy, by the people, by the white people, those people who did not want the blacks to come into power. Now, this place is a site. Is a place of rainbow gathering of different colors. So rainbow gathering of different colors means what? People of different skin color, irrespective of being discriminated, they are now the part of this ceremony, right? Why? For the installation of South Africa's first democratic non-racial government. Why these people have come? These people have come to install, to start a government. Which government? To support a government which is democratic, which is non-racial, which does not discriminate between its people. Okay? Now amphitheater means a building without a roof with many rows of seats rising in the steps. I have shown you in the picture, isn't it? How it looks. On that lovely autumn day, I was accompanied by my daughter Zinani. Okay? So lovely autumn day. So autumn is the season before winter. Autumn is the season before winter. So that was a lovely autumn day, and he was present with his daughter, Nelson Mandela. He was present with his daughter, Zenani. I'll show you here in the picture. You can see here. Look here. Here, this is Nelson Mandela, and here you have Zenani, his daughter. Okay? So she was also present for the ceremony there. On the podium, Mr. de Klerk was first sworn in as second deputy president. Sworn in means who took oath first? Mr. de Klerk. He was the person who took the oath first. Okay? Then let's see, after that, Thabo Mbeki was sworn in as first deputy president. So, Thabo Mbeki was sworn. He also took oath. The other political leaders who belonged to his party, Mr. de Klerk and Thabo Mbeki. So, Mr. de Klerk was the second deputy president, and the first deputy president was Thabo Mbeki. And then who came? Nelson Mandela's turn. It was now Nelson Mandela's turn to come there on the stage. When it was my turn, I pledged to obey. Pledge means promised. Promised what? To obey, to follow rules. And uphold. Uphold means support. What did he promise? He promised to obey and support the Constitution of South Africa and to devote myself to the well-being of the Republic and its people. So he promised himself that he is going to devote himself to the well-being of the country, obey and support the Constitution. To the assembled guest and the watching world, I said, today all of us do, by our presence here, confer glory and hope to newborn liberty. So what he says, today all of us do, by our presence here, confer means give. Give what? Glory and hope to newborn liberty. So liberty means what? Freedom. Out of the experience of an extraordinary human disaster that lasted too long must be born a society of which all humanity will be proud. So what he says, today all of us, by our presence, we have given glory and hope to newborn freedom. Glory means fame. Made it famous. What we have made famous? This freedom. The new freedom that the people of Africa who were suppressed, who were dominated and troubled, this presence of so many people have shown that all these people also wanted liberty and freedom in their country. Out of the experience of an extraordinary human disaster that lasted too long, what he says, out of all the hardships faced by the people of the country who were discriminated, see, the experience of an extraordinary human disaster. What was an extraordinary human disaster? The apartheid, the ill treatment towards the blacks that was really practiced too long in this country. Now it is over, but out of all the experience that these people have, now must be born a society of which humanity will be proud. The coming years, the society should be proud that we as people today who are standing here, believed and wanted freedom, wanted liberty, wanted our country South Africa to throw away the practice of apartheid. Alright? Now pay attention. We who were outlaws not so long ago have today been given the rare privilege to be host to the nations of the world on our own soil. What he says that we who were outlaws, now outlaws means here we have the meaning here, we who were outlaws, because of its policy of apartheid, many countries had earlier broken off diplomatic relations with South Africa. So previously nobody really was interested in South Africa and did not really wanted to be part of anything because of the practice of apartheid, which was not considered good in other countries. But today we who were outlaws, we who were not really considered to be fit, to be fit in the political system, in the normal political system, now we are given the rare privilege. Now we are given a rare privilege means right, a benefit. Rare means a special right, a special benefit to be host to the nations of the world in our own soil. Means now he says, can you imagine so many countries had broken off diplomatic ties with South Africa, but today we have guests, we have people from so many countries today sitting here and allowing us to be the host of this ceremony in our own soil, on our own soil, in our own country. These people have come to attend the ceremony. We thank all of our distinguished international guests for having come to take possession with the people of our country of what is, after all, a common victory for justice, for peace, and for human dignity. He says that we all thank you, we all people of Africa who fought for our rights. We thank each and every international guest who has come from different countries for taking possession. Possession means for being a part of the ceremony and enjoying the freedom, being a part of our celebration today. And it is a common victory of justice. We have got justice, and it is a victory of justice. It is not victory of South Africa also. It is a victory of justice. Justice for peace and human dignity with respect. Because the hardships, the ill treatment, the oppression, the trouble faced by the black people in South Africa is really heartening. And after all this, it is the victory of human self-respect, peace and justice today. That's what he's trying to tell us. We have at last achieved our political emancipation. Emancipation means freedom from restriction, freedom from control. We pledge ourselves to liberate all our people from the continuing bondage of poverty, deprivation, suffering, gender and other discrimination. What he says, we have at last achieved our political freedom and we promise ourselves to free all our people from continuous bondage. Bondage means slavery, to be slave of poverty. Deprivation means also poverty, to be deprived of something. Suffering, gender and other discrimination. There are other also things to do. We have to remove poverty, indiscrimination. We promise ourselves today that we are going to do even that. Never, never and never again shall it be that this beautiful land will again experience the oppression of one by another. Never again on this land of South Africa we are going to allow people to ill-treat, to suppress, to take away the human rights of any other individual. Okay? The sun shall never set on so glorious a human achievement. Let freedom reign. God bless Africa. So what he says, the sun shall never set on so glorious. The sun today, the atmosphere today will be so beautiful. Glorious means very beautiful. Today is such a beautiful day and a glorious day of human achievement. I don't think there will be any beautiful day like this. Let freedom reign. Reign means rule. Let freedom be the only one that rules South Africa. And oppression means, your oppression means what? Oppression means bad treatment. Okay? Let's see further now. A few moments later, we all lifted our eyes in awe as a spectacular array of South African jets, helicopters, and troop carriers rode in perfect formation over the Union buildings. Now see, I'll tell you the meanings first. A few moments later, we all lifted our eyes in awe. Awe means surprise. Awe means surprise. As a spectacular. Spectacular means beautiful. Array means display. Beautiful, beautiful display of what? Display of South African jets, helicopters, and troop carriers rode in perfect formation over the Union building. So that day, all the South African jets, helicopters, and troops, they displayed themselves as it is done on Republic Day and Independence Day. In the same way that was done on that particular day, and everyone was surprised to find such a beautiful atmosphere at that time. It was not only a display of a pinpoint precision. Pinpoint means strict. Pinpoint means strict. Precision means correctness. It was not only a display of the correct discipline and military force. Precision means correct, absolutely well performed military force, but a demonstration of military's loyalty to democracy, to a new government that had been freely and fairly elected. It was not only a display, it was not only a show of the strict correctness, or it was not only a thing to show in a how everything was displayed in a uniform way, in a disciplined way. It was not only that, but it was also a show of how military is now going to be loyal towards the government, towards the democracy, and would also respect the free and fair elected government. Alright. Only moments before the highest generals of the South African Defence Force and the police, their chest bedecked with ribbons and medals from days gone by, saluted me and pledged their loyalty. Now this is an important thing here. See here. So what he says that only moments before, the highest generals of South African Defence Force, the police, these people, the generals, the people of South African Defence Force and the police, they saluted Nelson Mandela. These people who on their uniform, they bedecked the ribbons. on their uniform, the ribbons were bedecked. Bedecked means decorated here. Decorated with ribbons and medals from days gone by. These people who had got prizes for their bravery, badges for their bravery, they saluted and promised their loyalty to Nelson Mandela. Isn't it a wonderful thing? Now here he talks about the irony that these people few days ago before election, if he would do all these things, they may have arrested him, but now these people of the defense force and the police, now they are saluting him. See here. Now what do you mean by ribbons? See here in the picture, if you can see in the picture, we have these badges and ribbons. Can you see these? Right? Ribbons on soldiers' uniform. So these are the badges you must have seen on television or personally also. So he says that these such big officers who are awarded and given ribbons and medals, alright, these people now salute me because now even they believe in what I believe. I was not unmindful. Not unmindful means not aware of the fact that not so many years before they would not have saluted but arrested me. As I told you before, few days ago before the elections, if he would speak against the government, these people only would come and arrest him because he would speak against the government. But now it is such an irony, such an opposite thing that has happened, and that is really a joyful thing that has happened. That's what he says. Finally, a chevron of Impala jets left a smoke trail of black, red, green, blue and gold of the new South African flag. Now what he says that, see here. Now chevron means this, patterns. Chevron means these patterns. You can see those zigzag patterns, right? So chevron means these patterns. But now the jets, these jet planes, they are in this pattern, see, zigzag pattern, V kind of pattern you can say, right? So what he says that finally a chevron of Impala jets left a smoke trail. Smoke trail, this is a smoke trail left by the jets. And the smoke trail was of red color, black color, green color, blue color and gold of new South African flag. The colors which were of South African flag. This is what he saw in the sky and he was so proud of it. You can see the South African flag here. So these colors which resembled the colors of South African flag, these colors were being thrown out of the jets here. If you can see here, like this, in this way. This is just an example. So a smoke trail. Now this is called the smoke trail, the smoke coming out of the jets. This was also displayed that particular day. Okay? The day was symbolized for me by the playing of our two national anthems. Symbolized means represent. Symbolized means represent. So that day it was like two national anthems were played and the vision of whites singing Koishi Shikelel Africa and blacks singing Die Stem, the old anthem of Republic. So two national anthems were sung that day, the old one and the new one also, okay, to show unity. Although that day neither group knew the lyrics of the anthem, they once despised means did not like, disliked they would soon know the words by heart. So both of them, they sang and they accepted each other that day. On the day of the inauguration, I was overwhelmed with a sense of history. Overwhelmed means I became very emotional with the sense of history. In the first decade of the 20th century, a few years after the bitter Anglo-Boer War and before my own birth. Now, Anglo-Boer War was the war between Britain and Africans, right? So he remembers that. Bitter means very bad. And before his birth, the white-skinned people of South Africa patched up their differences and erected a system of racial domination against the dark-skinned people of their own land. So the time when this war took place, before Nelson Mandela's birth, the white people, all the white people, they came together and they started discriminating against the black people, the dark skinned people of South Africa, and they started a kind of system of racial domination against the dark people. Now, why this war took place? Anglo-Boer War. It was mainly to get the resources from South Africa, to get the diamond and gold, to take over the diamond and gold mines, to take control of the gold and diamond mines in South Africa. But they started a racial system. Besides that, they also started a hate in the society against this particular group of people. On the basis of the skin color, they were discriminated. The structure they created formed the basis of one of the harshest, most inhumane societies the world has ever known. Now, why this is done? Why this was done? See, this was done with a political motive, to take control over the area, to start hatred in the society. But this continued for so many years. Now, in the last decade of 20th century and my own 8th decade as a man, that system had been overturned forever and replaced by the one that recognized the rights and freedom of all peoples regardless of the color of their skin. So now this system is overturned. Now the opposite thing has happened. Previously, the supreme powers, the European powers, the whites, they had controlled, they took control. There was a drift created in South Africa also, but now it is overturned, it is changed and replaced by the people who really recognize the rights and freedom of all the people, irrespective of their race, religion, skin color. Alright? That day had come about through the unimaginable sacrifices of thousands of my people, whose suffering and courage can never be counted or repaid. He also remembers all the political people, all the active people who fought for freedom, who fought to throw away this racial discrimination in South Africa. He remembers their sacrifice of so many people. I felt that day, as I have on so many other days, that I was simply the sum of all those African patriots who had gone before me, who had died. These patriots, these freedom fighters who had given life to bring freedom, to remove apartheid. That long and noble line ended and now began again with me. What he says? All these people who fought, I remember them today. Alright? That is what he is trying to tell us here. That long and noble line ended and now began. Yeah, those all people died. But yeah, I have with me their thoughts. I have with me their thoughts. Alright? I was pained that I was not able to thank them and that they were not able to see what their sacrifice had wrought. Wrought means shaped, what their sacrifice had done. I wish I could thank these people. Those, I was not the alone. I was not the individual who was alone in this. There were so many people also who fought to get the rights of the people.